A lawyer who wouldn't even harm a snail found himself in a desperate situation when his employer wanted to demolish a kindergarten to build a clubhouse. John, with no other choice, ended up suffocating his employer in the trunk of a car. However, upon seeing the kindergarten director who had rejected and mocked his daughter, John came up with a bold idea. He could use the kindergarten to cover up his employer's death. John immediately launched an investigation into the kindergarten, but he discovered that the kindergarten was using child labor to manufacture eco-friendly slippers, which not only violated regulations but also caused waste accumulation and pollution. With this evidence, John prepared to use his employer's fingerprints to issue his first order. John pieced together the order's wording in the newspaper and then stamped it with the fingerprints he had obtained from his employer. However, his true intention was to hand over the evidence to the gang and have them directly purchase the entire kindergarten. Since the order was forged, John felt nervous when he met Sasha. After Sasha read the order in the newspaper, he seemed to doubt its authenticity. After staring at John for a moment, Sasha was surprised to find that the boss's personality had changed. However, since the fingerprints were genuine, Sasha accepted it. John and Sasha went directly to the kindergarten and saw the three directors still acting arrogantly. John was very angry and had Sasha teach them a lesson. Then John revealed the news of their illegal hiring of child labor and directly reduced the discount price by half. But as John stepped out of the kindergarten to share the good news with his wife, Boris's men rushed out and tied up Sasha and John. They had once been good partners. Boris asked John about the whereabouts of his employer, but John refused to answer. Boris finally told John he had 4 days, then kicked them out and returned their phones. John obtained crucial information from Sasha, who told him that Tony might be the mastermind behind the entire affair, as Tony not only had an informant at the police station, but was also the biggest beneficiary of the situation. John came to his senses because of Sasha's words. He recalled that Mozart had previously asked him to meet at the park to discuss something important regarding Tony. However, when John arrived at the park, Mozart had already been killed, and only he and Mozart knew the meeting location. Therefore, it was certain that someone from the police department had been monitoring John's phone on Tony's behalf.